The defending champion has gone, fallen to the 2005 winner, Shaun Murphy. Shaun, magnificent victory, and the shouts from the other side of the arena when I was commentating were huge. People were loving that.
Yeah, and you know, I'm so grateful to people for their support. You know, I get really good support wherever we go around the world, and I'm so grateful for it. They were cheering on as guys on the front row who I don't know, but they were playing every show. I think if I'd given them my cue and said, right, come on, you play this one, I think they'd have been right at it. You know, they were bang up for it. So yeah, listen, it was great out there. The atmosphere was fantastic. Great respect between the players, between us both. I felt, you know, it was I've got so much time for Xintong. I think he's a wonderful, you know, away from snooker, he's a wonderful person. He's such a nice person. But what a champion he's been. What a world champion he's, you know, what a great year he's had. He's represented the sport magnificently well. He's played unbelievably well as well, which as a first-time champion is very hard to do. I just about remember what that felt like. He's been a great champion, and I've every belief that he'll win it again.
It was teed up beautifully, wasn't it? Because for him to nick the last two for 8 apiece, all of a sudden, it's massive. It's a best of 9, not a best of 25. I mean, it had everything.
Yeah, and you know, people say, how do you win those long matches? You know, you do break them down into sessions, and of course, I won the first session, he won the second session. But if you'd offered me 8 each after the first 3 frames where I sat there 3-0 down, I'd have snapped your hand off. So last night, I just had to do a bit of work on my perspective. I had to take myself off for a few minutes and have a bit of a word with myself, because it would have been easy to have, from 8-6, lost the last 2 frames, to have got a bit twitchy, to have got a bit tetchy with myself, got a bit on my own case, or you should have been further ahead. You let that go. No, you are where you are in these long matches. And if you'd said to me at 3-0 down, you're going to be 8-all going into the last session, I'd have taken it.
First semi-final for 5 years, the 6th of your career. It's probably felt like that's been a little while coming.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like 5 years ago. It feels like a couple of years ago, if I'm honest. But yeah, do you know, I just don't think there's any rhyme or reason to it. I come here every year and you know, go home having tried with every ounce of my being, you know, to recreate the magic of 20 odd years ago. And I've been close. Like, you know, I've been in the final 4 times, won it once. So I've been close on a number of occasions, but once you get to this stage of the event, you've come a long way to go home with nothing, and hopefully there's still more in the tank.
And having come up just short in 09 and 15 and 21, would it mean more this time than it did in 05?
Yeah, it would definitely mean more. You know, I don't remember a great deal of it from 05. You know, I've watched it back a few times. Because it was my first real win of any kind, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't really know you meant to sort of savour things and, you know, remember and record it and all that. Like, it was on video. You know, that's how long ago it was. Goodness me, I'm much older than I want to admit. But yeah, it was on video, Rob. So you know, you don't keep the programs and you don't do the thing and have the pictures and have the memory, but you don't do any of that. So yeah, it would mean so much more, not just to me, but you know, all the people who've supported me and been with me over the years, and you know, who behind closed doors put in just as much effort as I do. There's a lot on it.
Any preference for the semi-final? I mean, they're going to be scraping those 2 off the table tonight. I mean, either way, it's another former champion standing in your way. Do you fancy Neil? Do you want Higgins? I mean, brutal either way.
I think when the quarterfinal lineup was announced, and it was like top half, there were no previous winners. Bottom half was only previous winners. You kind of go, well, it doesn't matter who I play. It's going to be hard work. And as you say, I hope my preference would be that they are here all night till the wee hours. I've seen Cliff Thorburn lurking around Sheffield. I think he might still hold the record for latest finish here. I hope they break his record tonight, 13-12 on the black. I hope whoever comes through is absolutely knackered.
Well, there's a chance they might be. They were almost scraped off at 4 apiece. Shaun, amazing. Great win. Can't wait to introduce you. All down the stairs from tomorrow onwards, not the back a set.
Thankfully, I have the best walk-on music on tour.
Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers.
Thanks.